Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and today we have another battle report. It's a bolt action battle report. We're getting ready for Shrapnel, which is our tournament in May. I shall be doing the tournament organiser role, not actually playing, but I have got an army that I'll take along just in case somebody drops out on the day and we're one short. So, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm playing Colin, Monty the Frog, that I play quite a lot, and he is bringing his French army. And I'll go through that very shortly. So we're practicing Shrapnel, and this is going to be 1,000 points, and it's one rifle platoon or two rifle platoons. So let's get on with what armies we're taking. So from right to left, I have a Piat team who are regular, and I have a sniper team, a regular. I've got a regular free artillery observer. I've got a veteran second lieutenant, a medium mortar with spotter, an inexperienced officer, two regular squads of 8 with rifles and LMG. Then I've got two veteran squads of paratroopers with anti-tank grenades and submachine guns. I've got two recce parajeeps with twin medium machine guns, a truck, and a bog standard M4 Sherman with thin sides and easily catches fire. This is my list based on Primsoll Bridge in 1943 Sicily. They probably didn't have the recce jeeps, but hey, I needed to have something which could zap around a little bit and put some firepower down. So that was my list, the British mixed para and regular infantry. Colin's list is a little bit different. It's 1939 Phoney Wars. No heavy armour, but he does have, because of the theatre selector, 3 armoured cars. So what he's running off is a first lieutenant to give him an extra pip to the leadership and the snap 2. He's got veteran units, and most of them are armed with submachine guns. He's got the officer, I'm not sure, regular or veteran. As I say, he's got the 3 armoured cars. I think what he's trying to get is the 3 armoured cars like the one on the right. So tracked vehicles with heavy machine gun, or could even be a light anti-tank gun. Not quite sure which one's which. Then he's got a truck, and he's got the artillery piece. So that's his army. Quite small for a French army that Colin normally runs, but quite a good little mobile strike force of armoured cars and some tough infantry troops to take objectives and hold. So that's Colin's army. Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and we're at Colin's tonight. The Monty the Man, or Monty Frog.
Monty Frog.
Monty Frog.
Yeah.
And we should be playing a Shrapnel practice. Colin's got his French army. I'll put the list up so we can go through it. Well, you've probably already gone through it already, I would think.
Not that one.
No, we go through one. And I've got the British list, paratroopers and regular infantry, if it'll focus on it. Go on, iPad. So it's there. Set table up, and we are going to be playing a
Get your junk off.
secret mission. I can't. What's
Secret,
it?
you said, wasn't it?
Yeah, secret, whatever it is.
It's a secret.
Secret, whatever it is.
Yep.
But what we're actually doing is it's going to be following the roll call guidelines. So rather than getting the bit off the table, it's in the middle. You've got to capture it and hold it, and whoever's holding it at the end of the game wins. So that's what we're going to be running on that one. So we're just going to sort out and see what we're going to do. So my strategy for this game is to try and capture early on the objective. That was what my strategy was. So I've used similar lists for the Italians, and they've worked quite well, having the 2 paratrooper squads, small but veteran, stubborn, are quite good for holding those objectives until you can get support up. So that's what I was going to do. I was going to send my paratroopers on to try and get to the objective first, and then use the rest of the infantry to support and keep hold of it. That was what the theory was, on my understanding of the scenario. So what we then looked at was, for me, it was to, what am I going to do with the armoured cars? There's 3 of them. I've got a Piat, my paratroopers don't have anti-tank grenades, and I've got the Sherman. So what I decided was that the Sherman would be used to hunt armoured cars. If I had an opportunity to take a clear, easy shot at one, I'd deploy, shoot it. So that was what it was, tank to deploy to take out the armoured cars, if I could. The recce jeeps are quite good at pinning units. If you can get them on ambush, people don't want to come into the range of 10 medium machine guns. So they're good at doing that, but they're also good at taking out infantry if they go down. The 10 shots tends to give me 1 or 2 hits, which relate to kills. So that's what the theory was, and let's see how that pans out in the game. So into into turn 1, and the troops are deploying on. The French have come on with their little armoured car. Took a shot at my jeep because he didn't like it because I took a shot at his troops. I only put a pin on them, didn't kill any, and the little armoured car missed the jeep, which was quite fortunate. Another armoured car in the centre, and all the French troops are veterans. I've got a paratrooper unit behind the ruin. Colin's got a French infantry unit behind the ruin, and another one behind the house, the woods, and over there behind the other bit of foliage, and another one there. I brought some infantry units over here. His little armoured car came on and killed 3 of the British regular section. So I had to respond, and last dice out was the Sherman. So I brought the Sherman on, took a shot at the armoured car, and blew it up. But it does leave my centre open, with the exception of a Piat team, to the other 2 armoured cars and all his French infantry. So we'll see what will happen there. Over on this little redoubt, I've got a medium mortar, a sniper team, and the air observer. So it's going to be interesting to see which dice has come out, to see who gets to the objective first and who can actually hold it. So we'll see how we go for turn 2. And the French have really smattered that one there. Taking out 4 men this time, NCO and the LMG, and 3 pins. Yeah, Colin has been rolling 6s followed by 6s followed by 6s.
Right place,
but probably not in the right place. But he has really decimated those. Took out the LMG on these ones, and I failed my leadership test and went down. He advanced up the armoured car to do that damage.
Schneider.
That Schneider armoured car.
Doesn't sound very French, does it?
No, must have bought it from Germany.
I think it must have.
And then I moved my Sherman up and took a shot and immobilised it, and it's got 2 pins and the turret's jammed. So that was bonus. The artillery strike, hopefully if it comes in, is going to come in there. These took a casualty and a pin from the officer, a French officer, who moved up into the building. These ones out in the open, I caught them with the truck, 5 machine guns, the jeep, 10 machine guns, and killed 2, didn't I?
It's a unit 5.
Yeah, so I think it was
6 actually. No, you killed 2. Yeah.
Killed 2, and I've got 2 pins on them, so that wasn't so bad. This little armoured car, there is an armoured car hiding behind the foliage. That's still up and running. And Colin rolled up his medium artillery piece a little forward. So yeah, these ones had taken a shot, and the unit behind the house has got 3 pins, I think.
2 pins.
2 pins.
2 pins, but you ranged in with the mortar.
2 pins and ranged in with the mortar on hits on a 5 next. So we'll see how we go as we go into turn 3. We are trying to swarm. Well, Colin is trying to swarm the objective with his infantry, and he probably does have it. He's probably captured it. Oh no, I might be within 3, but I might not. So that's going to have to be a measure, because he may well have captured that, and that could give him the game. So, and that would be a mistake by me, because I could have got the infantry officer up. We'll have to check that. But anyway, news from the front. Sherman has come up and taken another shot at the
armoured car, put it on fire, and Colin needed a 6 to keep it alive because his officer was within 6, and it did. So he passed his test, but he has got 6 pins. The little team there tried to take a leadership test because of their 1 pin and foobarred and run away. So that was quite good. I had to go down with the paratroopers because the French unit that he advanced up, which there are only sort of 5 of them there now, you've got the 2 guys, you've got a truck to the left and then you've got the 5 guys there. They've got 2 light machine guns. So that was going to do a lot of damage to the paratroopers. So they went down. I moved up my officer team. They took a shot at the team that was on the objective. Got them down to 2, but didn't. They passed their test because Colin had his first lieutenant up there, and that +2 to the leadership. So that was a good move with Colin. He's using his leadership bonus to good effect. I've brought the paratroopers round. His twin machine gun truck took out the jeep, and my mortar team is ranged in on his gun, so I need a 5 next turn. The armoured car reversed back to take a shot but missed, and now he sort of blocked himself off with the machine gun of the truck. That truck's going to be a problem. My Piet team, because it didn't have anything, I should have put it on ambush, which was really silly, but I was wanting to try and just get another couple of people off of killed off of that unit. Missed, and the truck with its 5 shots failed to kill anyone in that unit as well. So yeah, I think he may well have that. I'm going to have to look at the objectives to check to see whether he's captured it, and if he has, he's got it to hold, and I've got to kill him and everything else within 3 of infantry. So we'll see what we can do. So into turn 4, and things are hotting up. The paratrooper squad took a bit of a battering, so they've got 3 pins and down to 2 men. The French officer came out and took a shot at the British officer team and put a pin on them. The truck has gone because my officer team was much closer. Piet team was on ambush. The armoured car has done a real wide avoidance to try and get a shot in on the Sherman at the next turn. So I tried to shoot them and it wouldn't work. So there we go. That's how it is. This jeep is still alive and been taking shots at the troop there. So lowered them down a little bit. Mortar team is ranged in, needing a 4 on the artillery piece next turn. My forward observer is running across to see if he can do anything. Not sure he can do that. Managed to move this unit here, which has failed to move twice and gone down, so they're back up and running. This unit, I went to rally them and rolled an 11, so they're not going to go anywhere. These took a bit of a hit, down to 2 and got a pin. Advanced my inexperienced officer up, so all to play for still. The unit in the building came in, and that's the one that did a lot of damage to the paratroopers. But I've moved the Sherman up to take a shot at them in the building. Managed to kill 2.
2, yep.
2. They've down a little bit. But
Down to 6.
Down to 6, but they do have anti-tank weapons. Colin tried to rally the little armoured car, and he did so, but only took off 2 pins. Left it with 4. The squad here passed the leadership test, and have hacked it forward to try and get in on the action on the objective. So, quite a tough game.
Absolutely
Bit of a tough game, this one.
Yeah.
French infantry, being the veterans, are really holding on. I've put in a lot of firepower on them, and they're still there, which is really good. Well, for Colin anyway. Yeah. A bit more troublesome for me. 5, and there has been a lot of toing and froing in this bit. Little Panhard come up and took a shot, but missed, didn't he?
Yeah.
Missed.
He did.
Which was crazy. Tried to rally the little armoured car.
Yep. Oh no! I tried to rally it to take a shot.
Tried to take a shot, but needed a 5.
Got a 6.
Got a 6. So that was a shame. I used the Sherman again to shoot the people in the building, and that took a few out. We swapped officers. I tried to kill his. He killed mine, and then I was able to get another team in and kill them. I charged these up. I've got the up and atom rule, so they lost their pin, charged the guys. They couldn't they did actually shoot and hit one on a 6 and put one pin on, but I did wipe them out. The unit over there, they were hit by a few shots and
Took 3 out, didn't you?
took 3 out of the 4, and then I advanced my Piat man out and took a close range shot needing 6s and got a 6, and then killed him. That was a bit harsh for Colin on that. So got a direct hit on the artillery piece, and that took out another man. No, 3 men, didn't it?
2 left.
2 men?
2 left.
2 left, and took out 2, but it's got 3 pins on for the moment. Yeah, so looking a little bit more tricky for the French now. The British National of Upper Latham has certainly helped me there with the charge, with the pins. So that's been a bonus. We've got a unit moving up here, and another unit in the house that rallied. Whether we can do anything with that, we'll have to wait and see. So moving into turn 6, and we'll see where we go. End of the turn, unbelievable really. I didn't expect it to happen. I've moved things up, tried to shoot them, and it's not worked. Things have been out of position. I tried to do the Jeep, and that couldn't shoot because I was within an inch. Truck fired, infantry unit fired. I charged the Piat team into a unit and fluffed, and Colin just killed them straight off with his. However, he went to go into ambush with his 3 guys and rolled a foobar, and then rolled a 5, and they've run off, which then meant I could use this group here of 5 infantrymen to charge the 2 that were still there, and I managed to kill the 2, which then gives me the objective. But that was hard fought, wasn't it?
Mm.
That was very hard fought, and if Colin hadn't foobarred on that last one, that would have been a draw.
Unless we had another turn, we
Yeah.
would have got you the game, I think.
Yeah. So it's that was a harsh game. Very tough, that one, and it could have gone either way really.
Mm.
Right up till the end part. Because I thought I was getting it, and then you were coming back. And
I thought, well, I didn't think I was going to win it, but I thought I had a chance of a draw.
yeah, I thought it was going to go that way
Well,
for
it
a
was
draw.
this thing, firing twice and missing.
Oh yeah,
That
that
thing failed. I just couldn't hit
yeah,
it.
that armoured car only needed a 2, didn't it?
Yeah, 2 to hit.
2 to hit and rolled a 1
Both times.
both times. So that was not good. But that's bolt actions, I suppose.
Yep.
But yeah, there we go. A win for the British.
Well, my strategy didn't quite go to plan. I didn't get a unit up there quick enough to hold it within the 3 inches to get a hold of it to capture. The 3 armoured cars were too much of a threat really, and I didn't realise that obviously it went in one ear and went out the other. The Jeep, the truck having 2 medium machine guns as well. That was quite a good lot of firepower from that French unit. So it was really looking to be possibly to run a draw, but just throwing people in and saying Colin and myself just trying to capture that objective, and Colin's bit of bad luck right at the end to have them foobar away, which was a real shame for him really. He did have some poor dice rolling, especially trying to take out my Sherman, because from the side, if he had hit it, its thin sides and easily catches fire, so it was unlikely to remain there. But hey, that is how bolt action rolls. It's one of the things I love about the game. You think you might be losing, and then you have a couple of good little dice rolls, brings you back in. You may think you're winning, and then it just hinge comes undone, and you start to struggle again. So it is really nice. The dice mechanism is really the thing that drives this game. It is really good. So, yeah, I got a win there. Just so lucky to get it at the end. But there we are. I'll take it. So yeah, I quite like the paratroops in this. Paratroops in the regular section in this. It's a generic list built up using these. As I say, it's designed around the Primsoll Bridge. So yeah, good little fun. I'll give them another outing out and see how they go. So, thanks very much for watching. Not sure what type of video's up next. Could be an unboxing. I've got a new truck to make. So, thanks very much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Share if you would, if you think your friends would like it. And obviously subscribe if you haven't. It's always nice to have new members coming in. And don't forget, check out the Eccentric Man Battle Reports Facebook group. Love to see you there and have a chat. Take care, and until next time, see you soon.